The cost of living in Hawaii remains among the highest in the nation, and college students say they're feeling it too, on top of paying thousands of dollars in tuition. Now lawmakers and advocates are backing a bill they say could ease some of that pressure for community college students. The Hawaii Promise Scholarship is meant to fill remaining financial gaps, but right now it operates as a last dollar scholarship, meaning other aid a student receives can reduce what they get from Hawaii Promise. House Bill 2338 would change the program, allowing Hawaii Promise to cover up the 95% of tuition and fees and excluding other grants and scholarships from the calculation.
As a state, when we say something like a promise, we really should make it a promise to support our kids and support them for trying to better their lives and their careers so that they can afford to stay in this state. That's why it's so important for now more than ever for the Hawaii Promise Scholarship to be something that, um, you know, doesn't penalize students when they're going out and trying to help cover for some of their basic needs.
Supporters say the bill recognizes the true cost of college in Hawaii while still requiring students to contribute through other resources and aid. HB 2338 is moving through the legislature. If it passes, advocates say more local students could stay in school, complete their programs, and build a future here at home. Meantime, bills aimed to strengthen financial literacy education for students have stalled in this legislative session. College students say the skill is needed when graduating in uncertain times.
Financial literacy isn't some kind of side quest that you just tack on to what a student's already doing, but it really needs to be embedded as a core kind of learning outcome for every student who starts in our schools and eventually walks across our stage with their graduation cap.
UH Manoa had a financial literacy program that began in the early 2000s. However, it is no longer active. The Hawaii State Public Library System is also tackling the issue early by focusing on basic money management for kids and young adults. Leaders say the goal is to make understanding money as normal as reading and writing.